If you're a teen who wants to win the game of capitalism, you will almost certainly need to embrace AI. Otherwise, you'll be left behind. And these 11 side hustles will be how you get ahead. Okay. I guarantee you that nobody is thinking about this side hustle. Magica is a really new tool that's after coming on the market recently, and it allows you to create AI-powered apps in minutes, and you don't need to know how to code. It's all drag and drop. The limit to your capabilities here is all in your imagination. Does that make me sound a bit fluffy? There are two side hustles that stem from this app alone. First one is you come up with an idea, develop it using their software and monetize it. Or what I would do personally, I would start a service-based business that helps people who have an idea for an app develop a prototype. In my opinion, this is better for two reasons. The first thing you're doing is you're maximizing your reps. You get better and better at creating loads of apps because there's loads of iterations and the prototypes you're going to be working on. And even better, you can get paid for becoming an expert in your field. And secondly, you can just make more money doing something like this. When I launched my first AI business back in 2018, we spent 10K on a working prototype. And if you become very proficient in the software and you start really scaling up your services, you can get 4 of these clients per month, meaning at 10K each, you can earn up to 40K per month. Stop and listen. I'm not going to tell you how much money you're going to make from this side hustle or the next side hustle or any of these side hustles because I'm worried. I'm worried that your brain has been fried by expectations. Expectations set by videos like this or this. And yes, with my previous example, if you take on one project a month, you can make 10K a month. But the truth is, if you shovel enough shit, anyone can make 10K a month. The earning capacity of a side hustle rarely has anything to do with the side hustle itself. It's to do with the person doing it. That's you. So forget about what I like to call the triple E, and you'll go further than anyone who believes in that crap. To be honest, the third side hustle blew my mind when I discovered it first. In my last company, we were looking for somebody to harvest data from a website. So the idea would be you'd pay them to scrape data from Walmart.com, they'd put that data in a spreadsheet, and then we'd pay them a lot of money. And for the services we were looking for, it was very expensive, anywhere from 50 to 100K. And right now, I think these guys are pretty f***ed thanks to tools like browse.ai. It's probably a bit harsh. Let me show you. So basically, it allows you to It allows you to scrape any piece of data you want from a website. And the best part about this again is that it's an AI tool, so it's no code. So anybody can use it and you can routinely scrape from websites as often as you want. And believe it or not, services online are charging a lot of money for this kind of stuff. But now anyone can use it, and that's you. So start servicing companies and individuals who need some data extraction and monitoring services and charge a pretty penny for doing so. Okay, let's get this back. Cool. So the next one is very cool. You are going to undercut the titan of YouTube, Mr. Beast. And I'm not talking about his YouTube channel. He has another businesses that services creators that allows them to dub their videos into different languages so they can launch them to different regions. And now with a tool called Dubverse, you can do exactly the same, but you're never going to guess this part. It uses AI. Now, I wouldn't be competing with Mr. Beast on this front because he'd probably crush you. He works with creators that are pretty big, so 1 million plus. So what I'd recommend here is work with creators that are a little bit smaller, anywhere from 1 to 500K. Pick 2 or 3 YouTubers, take a look at their latest video, and use Dubverse to translate that from English to Spanish.
Chama, hace 30 días que subí un video en mi canal de YouTube diciendo que yo aprendí.
Well, that was f***ing weird. Okay, I have a question for you. What is the one thing that has stood the test of time and will still be there standing the test of time when you are old and you're unable to have sex anymore? Actually, maybe we should cut out that line. The PowerPoint presentation. So what's the issue with PowerPoints? Well, people hate creating them. They're generally boring as hell and they lack creativity. And you are going to start a service to make them better, faster, and cheaper. This new AI tool called Tome can transform prompts and ideas into presentations that contain actual compelling storylines and original graphics. Whether you focus on helping startups with their pitch deck or teachers to develop their revision class presentation, you can develop a service that helps them turn their blanket information into a beautiful story via Tome. I run a few faceless YouTube channels and we're looking to incorporate AI wherever we can, and one of them in particular has really captured my attention. There's a monumental opportunity here to use this tool to help service my channel and the 44 million other YouTube channels. This tool is called DID, and what it does is it generates photorealistic presenter videos by combining images with text. So you feed it text from a script and it gives you basically what I'm doing right now, talking to you on a camera. So maybe I will be replaced soon. Anyway, the idea here is that you offer a service that helps people turn a script into a talking head video. Now, the one thing I would say is that it is a little bit expensive, but there's nothing against you in charging premium prices for the service, considering the tool costs a bit of money. Let's change things up a bit here and say that you don't want to start a service-based side hustle. Instead, you want to write a few lines of text that sell over and over again and generate you passive income. Well, you can do that on a website called PromptBase. It's a website where you're like,
hey everyone, I came up with this really cool prompt on Midjourney that generated really cool images like this, so if you want to buy it from me for this price, that would be great.
But the catch is you need to develop a really good prompt. One that can generate images that people actually want, like this one or this one or this one. But when you do, and if that thing sells, you actually have something that does generate you passive income through sales. You can earn anywhere from $100 to $3,000 per day doing that. That was a test. And if you believed what I just said, you failed. Remember, side hustle earning capacity, not really much to do with side hustle, everything to do with you. Right, we have 4 side hustles left and I've left the best couple for last. So let's blast through these few. Get ready. Mixo is a tool that allows you to create really cool websites that look beautiful through a prompt that are fully customizable. Soundful allows you to create custom soundtracks that you can sell to creators royalty free. And if you like the sound of helping people brand their business, you should take a look at Lucey. Let me just take a moment to appreciate whoever named that business, Lucey. Side note, this next one isn't a specific side hustle, but if you are an ambitious teenager, it's better. This one is not like the others, and it's called Chat UX. I'm gonna get serious for a second and tell you to hear me out. We are slowly moving from communicating with computers through code, which is a computer language, to a natural language interface. Using English and Spanish and any other language to communicate with the computer what it is you want so it can give you the output. Computers will now slowly learn our language instead of the other way around. And this is so much more intuitive and will undoubtedly become mainstream very soon. One of HubSpot's founders, Darragh, believes in this idea so much that he paid 8 figures for chat.com. That's anywhere from $10 to $99 million, so that's pocket change. The question you're probably asking is, how do I make money from this now? You do this by playing around with all of the AI tools that people have released and the likes of OpenAI's playground. Figure out how to talk to the software to give it the output that you want, and keep an eye on developments in space and projects like AutoGPT who are paving the way for innovation here. And finally, we have come to the side hustle that I personally am spending the most time on. And personally, overall, I think this is probably, or maybe I'm biased, the best side hustle to do because it encapsulates all of the tools I mentioned above as well as several others. I'm leveraging all of these AI tools to create a YouTube automation business, utilizing tools like 11 Labs to create voices, Midjourney to create images, and ChatGPT to generate scripts at a rate and at a quality better than a human can. And so far we're doing relatively okay. Now this is a bit of a monster, but if you are curious to how I'm doing it and how I'm kind of, making quite a bit of money every month, I would probably check out this video up here. That's all from me. We'll see you in the next one. Slán.